Thank you. Last was this. Pursue battles of arts with economy. Founding body of this United Nations meetings which were online, but they launched. I assure you, I'm going to my first event. It's when I can share, it's when I can tell someone I will be present at Mount Unau University. But if we don't have allowances, no allowance, nothing like can come in as a reward. But for members maybe from SWAS, business and work, internships, or if the need is to go for job employment, you can know where to inquire for us. And then they are going to send a representative to come and to launch this activity officially. March, then you give them the expectation they have this and you know students they could not Western Uganda institutions. For him to have students, is coming. Then you know when you do it, you can have activities. So what colleagues, you know what? This we have Guamanja camp. Were affected by this group. So as students, position yourselves. Come only one way to go. This is not my time for speech, but I'm trying to open your minds. If she comes or if he comes, you should tackle. We had this suggestion. What should we do? How can we overcome it? Because if she comes, I don't need to tell you such. We are lucky in Uganda. Mmu Unau University is one of the universities which can produce the crew. We see, you never know. Why? My attention. Unless there is a part of the students' interests.
Our president up.
Semester and
good afternoon.
okay.
Those who don't know me, as the chapter we need to identify this is who and we take action on them. So I believe that through today's discussion, compatible or feasible with us and take action starting from tomorrow, I must say. Otherwise, I wish you a nice evening.
Okay. So we also have the secretary who is not around. But
by the names of you have active participation in the
in absentia, judge, our bosses from the chapter, I'm a mobilizer, and by the names David Pario, pursuing Bachelor of Science in Agriculture. Most of you who, like, before my official ended, I was called Justice. So, but as in we are continuing with the session of this launching party or meeting, let's all be having information about the chapter. I will request my president to talk about the meaning of UNAU, so you can get to know what it means. And please, by the time just programming, we are well versed. Is it okay?
You know, it is UNAU. That is United Nations Associations in Uganda. And United Nations is championed by United Nations. But when we talk about associations or clubs or branches, in high institutions of running. So when you say UNAU, that's just a simple brief. Hopefully, all of us we are much aware about United. You know where the headquarters are. We have Wi-Fi. It is very strong focus management to have a wider Wi-Fi interface so you can Google. You get if they ask how many member states, which makes United Nations, associations, you get you understand. Then Uganda, you know. Chapter it is almost the same as a club. But sometimes at university you don't call it a club. It looks cheaper. That's why chairperson call yourself a president so that you can get a double advantage. You need to brag against. So that's it. So Rochi, there is no big war. Finances couldn't allow. Finances couldn't do what? Couldn't allow. Then you talk to her as if she can have that. I don't know. We are in university. Where are you?
So, members, as he's connecting with the madam in charge, hopefully now they are now around. So, as we've been told, is United Nations assessments what? Yeah. So let's really be in touch. Let's continue with more information, arrange information in order. So as anything they ask, all must be did. So like the question was, how many member states of do you know or are in the UN? Anyone who knows? Yes.
120.
Yes. And inclusive of Uganda. And you know the member states who are, which are not in the UN?
Yes.
Tell us.
There is Taiwan.
One.
Then there is Vatican.
Vatican and Palestine.
There are three. Okay. And then I hope members also are noting it down. We are all brainstorming and helping each other. We should be having information. Another thing is, I would like to inquire to do well versed with is, do you know the way the offices of Uganda are, of the UN? Really? Nakasero. So, let's not misfire things like that. So, it is Nakasero, which plot and building, not just be the building. Yeah, an office has to be having a building, a plot. So, on this street, plot number this, building, you know, buildings have names. Like you can say, how, where, like, now, mountains. Which village is this? Because now we're having no plot here. Really. It's Kasindi. So, do you know the ambassador of Uganda to the UN? Ambassador. No one. Then you can try.
Overuse. Are you ready?
Yes, Ayebale, but you have to have full names. You can't have one name like a cow. Ayebale, I have told means Ayebale Dunia. I don't know which, there's some respect things they are not. It's called ambassador for life or honorable.
Just like an ambassador.
So I hope, and also when you gonna join? When you gonna join? The UN. Joined UN on 25th October 1962. So, and here the offices also we have in Uganda. One, these are called the contact agencies. We have FAO, Plot 88, Uganda Road, one area. That's where the offices are located. We have another office that is in Bulobi, Kampala. So as the madam comes, they prefer to raise up and give a clap. That will come. So members are requested we stand up. Yeah, we rise up and welcome our stand up. So we should clap and welcome our madam.
Karibu sana.
Karibu sana. Yongeza tena. So, you can take your seats. I would like to extend my sincere happiness to you, madam. We are really happy and feel at home. Feel at home. This is the Mmu chapter, and these are our members. And the executive are also here within us here. Others I don't, so others are mixed up to continue interacting more and more about our chapter. Yes. When you are fine and you arrive safely. I hope I could give this chapter, tell the president maybe to give more clarification and possibly introduce you and everything. Good afternoon.
Thank you so much, Senior. Hopefully she can talk on her behalf. But she's a representative from the Secretariat. So, colleagues, we have to briefly talk about yourself.
No problem. Good afternoon, everyone. I am very glad to meet you all today. Actually, as told about this on short notice, my name is Kusima Karo. Actually, I am a journalist from Toronto, but I coordinate someone from the very reason around in this area. So, you were supposed to meet someone directly from Kampala, as I was briefed yesterday, but they got another engagement. So that's how I came in to come and meet you. So I am here basically to pick up whatever you people have to deliberate on, then I can be able to forward it and maybe deliver even something that I was told to deliver to people. Thank you, and I wish you all well.
Okay. As our agenda is speaking to us, the introduction has been done. I would like to first maybe on behalf of the chapter get more explications of this. So each person should at least bring in the expression of the club as more as you have joined. So you can give us your expressions for now. Each person raise, you can raise your expression of this, and then we can be moving forward by show of hands. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for the correction. Yes. So we're going to have number one. Number one. Sorry to go astray. Thanks for the correction. I'm very late. So we're going to have Madam Goretti lead us in agenda number one as we begin off this launching. Please, Madam, you can take over. Just one standard package.
Afrika Mashariki tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu, jumuiya yetu sote we lay our future in thy hands. United, freeform, liberty together we always stand.
Mountains of the moon,
University in the hearts of Fort Portal, in Renzori region, shining on the motherland, the heart of Africa. Rise to greater heights for progress, and light our whole world.
Let's pray. Heavenly Master, King of Glory, we come before you this afternoon. We thank you for the gift of good life that you granted unto us. We thank you for this moment, Almighty Father, that you've been able, Father, to make us gather here. We thank you for our visitor, Carol, whom you've made, Father, to move from where she has come from up to here. We thank you, good Lord, Father, for the minds that you are going, Father, to share this afternoon. We pray and dedicate unto you that may you make this launch a successful one. May you make us, Father, strongly stand on our grounds at the chapter, Lord, Father. May you make us move forward as we get a moment, Father, from this time as we prepare. Lead us through this moment, Almighty Father, until we end King of Glory. We pray all this through Jesus Christ. Amen.
So, next on agenda. So, next on agenda is the welcome remarks from the mobilizers. So, I'm not going to give out the words, like what the mobilizers. So, I'll just request the leaders for this mobilization to have just maybe 2 or 3 words within 1 minute, because we are going to have a lot of stuff to share. So I can begin with Mr. Abdul Latif, just within 1 minute. I have some welcome remarks from you.
Okay, thank you very much. Good afternoon once again. My name is Abdul Latif Ali. I'm one of the mobilizers, at the same time, the public relations officer of this chapter. I may not have a lot to say, but I we thank you for surrendering your time to come and attend to this fruitful event. I know we'll enjoy it and we'll have to share ideas and learn from each other. Thank you.
Okay, it has been so brief. I would also request Mr. The Chief Mobilizer, Mr. Tiano, introduce yourself because you're not yet. Introduce yourself, then you can have some remarks. Then
Okay. Thank you so much.
yes.
My name is Wambaga Tiano, the Chief Mobilizer for this wonderful chapter. I really welcome each and everyone who has managed to attend this function. And I request that all please are available and we have a discussion for this chapter. Thank you so much. I welcome our beloved guests. Thank you for coming. Yeah.
Okay, thanks for the speech given. So, me, I will close up as a mobilizing team. I'm Mario David, pursuing Bachelor's of Science in Agriculture, a finalist, and I also work as the mobilizer of the club. So, I'm very grateful and honored for you for honoring our invitation. As members, of people were busy up and down, we're having exams, but thanks for giving in your time to come and attend this fruitful launching of our dear chapter. I'm very grateful. So I won't have much to say, but to really appreciate your efforts and presence, and also thank the invited guest or our guest who has really also endeavored to come and attend and launch the club officially or the chapter officially. I'm grateful. So I would like to also submit that. So next on agenda is having a poem from our dear public relations officer. Has something like a poem about our club or chapter. Please, you can take over and give us the poem.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I will not stand, I have complications with my leg.
Okay.
But I have a poem to share with you today, and it is titled Just in Case. I begin, just in case I show my face, just in case we make things safe, just in case we make intimates, just in case we feel our lips dried with words rarely heard. Amen. Just in case. Gossip with wine. The future is still behind. Just in case. We build a base where we can hide, forget our pride, just be scared and willing to take risks. Just in case. We fill our hearts with broken souls and broken halls. We say no to poverty, just in case. We fight hunger to zero tolerance, just in case. We advocate for good health and well-being, just in case. We thrive for quality education, just in case. We advocate for gender equality, just in case. We strive for affordable and clean energy, just in case. We advocate for decent work and infrastructure, just in case. We advocate for reduced inequalities, just in case. We seek responsible consumption and production, just in case. We act for climate change, just in case. We protect life below water. Fish also needs life, just in case. We seek for peace, justice, and strong institutions, just in case. We seek for partnership of our goals, just in case. Did you know the 17 Sustainable Development Goals? Just in case. It is a copyright of Latin 493 poetry, and the poem was just talking about the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, as we had talked about them. Thank you very much. I wish you the best.
Okay, thanks for that wonderful poem. So educative, sensitive, and really, I think we can give him at least a round of applause for that wonderful poem. Please. Asante sana. Okay. Next, before I go to the next on agenda, the item, I would like to recognize the presence of a representative from the management of our university. Please, let's welcome him also. Let's have a clap for him. That's a simple clap. Asante sana. So, okay. Okay. I've been corrected here. It is karibu. Is it okay? So let's repeat it. Karibu sana. So it's really fine. I'm really happy that we're working as a team. Is it okay? So next on our agenda is having a word from the president chapter, that is the UN Associations Uganda, Mmu chapter. So let's welcome him as he's going to give us a word. Please, Mr. President.
Asante sana. Yes, executive from Secretariat, further representative from the management, executive from now, and by the God's mercy, I doubt as a president from now, but to give me my wish in form. We have a strong belief, United Nations as a chapter, as an association, as a movement, was created with a purpose of creating peace and harmony and among other core values in the entire world. But on our challenge, it's on a bad note that update, the world is still being affected by many wars, either political wars or disease wars and any other form of injustice. As motives of the university, being a public university, and before being a public university was a community university, we sat down and we decided on how can we give our contribution. As a university, we stand for community engagement, apart from education, but we feel like we must be in a community to have our contribution. The purpose of this launch today is to see how can we be equipped as MMU students and the community members. The moment we're equipped with the first-hand information, it's when we can have a positive contribution to our society, or our societies we can form as I may say respectively. As a chapter, we have tried our level best to have a positive impact in our society, but we are not powered, we never had a serious move like we are having it today. At first, when we try to do some activities, but we are limited by the Secretariat. Nothing can do on behalf of United Nations because we may do an evil work. And it was too expensive for them to give explanation. We had planned to have debates about holding peace. Recent personal mentioned, we had some evil wars, call them wars, which happened in Wondibuto and Kasese in particular. We wanted to have a debate, to have a contribution, but it couldn't happen. The recent called our attention. The masses in Chaka too, being refugees, we have a refugee camp in Guamanja, caught our attention. But our interaction with the entire interaction with members by the time factor and resources couldn't, when I talk about resources, not human resource, but financial resource. It was too inadequate for us to have such debate, which could be facilitated. In our treasury, we had no finances, which could force that. But finally, we decided to have for interaction, to hear from the word from the secretary, and hear the member of the management is here to affirm our existence, the management, and the entire public. And I'm very humbled you are here, not only being a member, a supporter of United Nations activities, but being a journalist. I have a strong belief this work, this activity tonight, and it will appear in one of the news documents as one way to go. Or we can even appear on televisions as we are in modern society. Then the members will come to understand what economic students are planning to do, what who are more than ready to have positive impact. This is not a military school. If you hear Asante Sana, Karibu Sana, it's not a military school. I would like to remind you that these are members who are patriotic. The world is clean and they are Pan-Africans. Nobody is going to ask you, who are you? And above all, being Pan-Africans, if you are patriotic, you must love a fellow human being. We continue stand being Ugandans, whereby red stands for brotherhood. We treat each and everybody as a brother and a sister. That's why, above all, being the subscribers United of African Unity here at the university, but we double as members of United Nations. As our country lost United Nations Embassy in Uganda, and by allowing you now to be in Uganda, we are touched. That's why we are having this launch. And by the time of fact, I don't need to go far, but this interaction is going to be beneficial for all of us. Because whatever happens to Kenya, whatever happens in Russia, whatever happens in America will affect us. Because it's on record, we are in a global village. So by that, it is highly welcome. As being young, I think you get my point. We need to be equipped. If it's going to field, do you have gumboots? Do you have jackets? Do you have an umbrella? Do you have panadols? Do you have what? Then for us, we are more than ready to give our labor. Let's for progress for God and His country.
Mr. President, Mmu Chapter, I would like to thank you for that great speech and word you have given to all of us here in the house. We are really grateful and delighted for that. So, I would request the house to have a simple thanking and for our president's speech. We just have a simple thanking for the speech, for the wonderful speech. We go, Asante Sana. So, next on our agenda is we're having word from the representative from top management, and that's our dear sir who is around, Mr. Katende. I would like him to also introduce himself and then can give us a word, then we go to the next step. Sir, you most welcome.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony. This is a ceremony. Good afternoon, our dear students. In a very special way, I want to first of all recognize Madam Carl. That's the name given to me, and I can name the name Carl because of the attachments I have with that name.
From the students.
Yes. From the UN Secretariat. The president outgoing. You see, I have to mention this because there was a change just the other day. So the outgoing president, Goretti, I know Goretti, and all the leadership of this association. Son, the president came to me and said, you are representing top management. And when he mentioned issues to do with the United Nations are very important issues. And I think as students, we must thank God. These 2 days, the other day, when the Pan-African movement was launched, and then today the UN. I don't know whether you understand these associations, but briefly to share. You see, when we talk of UN, some of us may simply be here thinking you're just started. But let me tell you, universities are no longer ivory towers, but universities are knowledge generators. And so this knowledge can only be relevant when you get out and participate in international issues. And I think you very well know that universities, from the word universe means what? World, global. So universities operate in a global setting, in a global environment. And so that's why you have heard about words like globalization, internationalization, and now UN is a global body, a global body with the duty to ensure peace, security, among other things, which I cannot articulate to completion, but we shall hear from the guest from the secretariat. And therefore, for me, I think count it as joy to have a chance to host delegates from such bodies and also to involve you through associations. Because we have a lot, as universities, we do research through UNESCO, the United Nations Scientific and Cultural Organization. We do research. But of course, this can be very beneficial when we participate directly. And an opportunity like this one takes us to that. If you very well know, when we talk about internationalization of higher education, most of what we call international students, by the way, are refugees. Do you know that? They are refugees. I mean, because of wars at the neighborhood, they are forced to come in here. So for us as universities, when we receive them, we call them international students. But it's not sometimes out of choice that someone is engaging into education away from their countries, but it's out of conditions. And therefore, associations such as these ones will come out to advocate for rights, to advocate for benefits of such categories of students. I know we have them here. Some of our countries that are affected by the insurgents around. So in a way, I want to count this as an opportunity. Not only that, as students, tomorrow you are the leaders in these international bodies. You are going to engage there, but if you have not had a background to appreciate them at this level of association, then you can never appreciate at that time when you are a leader. But of course, what I can say on behalf of management, we are very grateful that as a good target is about fountains of the Mmu University. We are currently a public university and we are ready to engage with national and international activities because our environment as a university is not only the local environment but also the national, the regional and international. So I think we are there. And how I wish there are scholarships in the UN. Such can be a point of lobbying, President. Yes. So, and I know there are UN scholarships. So we are so happy to work with you as association and make it a living association. Not something on paper or something that exists when guests come. I don't have a lot to say. I think that is enough. I want to say welcome to Mountains of the University. God bless you.
Asante sana.
Sorry, I had some magic call. So, I'm really grateful for that speech, sir. Before I go to the next, I would like to first introduce to you the General Secretary for this chapter. Madam, please, you can first introduce yourself to the people as they get of course, you deputy list yourself, himself. So you two, you can do that, and then we can go to what's the list.
Okay, thank you. I take this opportunity to welcome our visitor from UN. Thanks for coming, Karen. And feel that you had mountains of the university. We wish to welcome our ERHRA Mountains of the North, Mr. Katembe, also welcome. And thanks for standing with us, students, and even being there to welcome our colleagues, and also encouraging us as young people to follow the rate path. I wish to welcome members of you of now Mmu chapter. Thanks for coming. And new members also, thanks for joining us. And I wish to implore you that you talk to other members to join us. My name is Goethe Karuti, a second year student. It was a very great platform for young people since it covers everything. And at this moment, we implore you to go and read all the SDGs, as my brother Latif was talking about them. SDGs carry a very wide area. I think it's where we fall because we have that SDG number. Security, and there is another SDG that talks about quality water. So you see that everything that we do deals or builds in the SDGs that we're having. I wish to wish you the best as we deliver and as we listen to our representative from UN. And also, as she leaves, let us try to motivate ourselves into now, knowing that there is a lot of opportunities to benefit from it, and knowing that as we benefit from it, we are going to be inspiring a lot of students outside there. Thank you so much for listening.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Secretary, for that warm speech. I hope they start to keep up. And with due respect, I cannot invite over the UN representative of the secretary yet, but I'll do it through my president of the chapter, Mr. Arena Osbat, Excellency, for the club. Please, you can invite for us the secretary right now.
Discussed. We have noted, and we are going to deliver the best information whenever with us, but they are with us. So she's just going to give us a brief, maybe. We are welcoming you. And we are going to also respect in the secretary. So, Madam, Karibu-san, please.
Thank you so much. Like I already told you, maybe briefly about the Unau United Nations Association of Uganda. Actually, it has a lot to do with the United Nations interventions in this country, like you know. Then this particular organization or secretariat is actually it has about 25 of these chapters in several institutions, apart from this one. And the ulterior motive is to promote the ideals of the United Nations. And I know you as a chapter of this university, you already know them, as I had a forum, I listened, and I will forward that for the rest of the members the other side to listen. So, like you all know, there are so many goals that the United Nations is pushing in Uganda, to be very specific, and concerning the environment is one of them, and so many others. But then, we are more interested in that very one, conservation, because a lot is being done to our environment and it is really coming out so not good, and it is affecting a lot of activities in this country. And then again, like I was told to forward everything or every submission that you give, and I'm very sure your requests have been forwarded because I am interacting with some. Richard Baguma, the project coordinator of Uganda Health Communication Alliances, is also the general secretary of this very chapter here this very secretariat here in Uganda. So he is very, very interested in knowing exactly what this chapter is all about, of which I have gotten from the submissions I already have. Everything that you have submitted, because that is exactly what I need. So I'm very glad to meet you once again, and thanks a lot for turning up in big numbers, and we really appreciate the initiative. God bless you.
Asante sana. So, madam, thank you. That wonderful speech, and hopefully she has tried to touch some of the.
They gave me a message to the draft that will hand it over to you in the course before I leave.
Okay. Madam, hello. Thanks a lot for being having and love at large. So, I will start having hands up and people are submitting in their concerns and reactions towards our chapter and Madam's speech. Because members, please, let's react and take our concerns serious. It is there for the people to bring in their suggestion. Okay. So, Madam Secretary, I hope you also noting it down. You will be giving them to her for submission. So, I welcome the concerns, and please, if you need to make a submission, just put up your hand. I select you, then you can submit, please. No submission? Okay. Maybe I first give you a break. They always say in Uganda, Gatamukulia. And the brain thinks a lot when where it is starting. When the stomach is full, the brain starts thinking, but not so full. But I can also have some mind moves. Let us cool down. Comrades, don't overeat it. So, members, hopefully that session of having that Aman done, So we can begin, Madam Secretary. I request you to do nothing now. Yes, I've seen a hand there. For record purposes, your name, then you can.
My name is Mr. Bra. That chapter of this registration. Year 1, semester 1. The first instance, our doctor, our grant of the body, the president, for the wonderful work of done for us. Proving for us and launching this chapter, the 9th chapter. UN is having a lot of programs that are running outside there. Case in point, I come from Guamanta, and I'm laboring the refugees. We had a program that is called Dr. D, which was the program is responsible for the displacement project. It was funded by the World Bank, and I'm pretty much aware that as we end, you are much informed about that. As our goal is, we have said announced the member that affected that in relationship to the campus of our university. I would like to also put more emphasis on the environmental conservation. And I don't know if you can bring that also here with Dr. D. And maybe as this chapter or this graph that is being going today, we can also have something that we can put up in relationship to environmental conservation in coordination and cooperation with the UN. So, as we are, we can also conserve our water so that we, as the United chapter being used today, also have to locate. Thank you.
Okay. And its activities, primarily the one you have been seeing, can we best use there? So I'm seeing a hand, but it's half. I will say, okay, Mr. Chivia Derek.
So we also need to supplement on Frank's submission. Earlier, at the chapter we had sat and resolved to take action on the SDG of climate change. Like he mentioned, tree planting and other conservative measures relating to the environment. We wish and intend to make MMU an environment-friendly university. So very soon about climate change. So my request is that very soon we are bringing our worker plan, and you'll be ready to give us the assistance where possible. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chivia Derek, the good manager.
Doing bachelor's degree in tourism, travel, and hospitality management. Yeah, my issue is mostly, I'm going to bring my issue from this Arua, because that's where I come from. And it being known for having many refugee camps, UN has been helping most of the schools there and universities like Mmu. Students doing ICT and let's say community development, after their studies there, UN normally picks them and takes them to the camps for employment opportunities. So I was asking if, or I was requesting if that opportunity also comes to this university, so that we also help, because sometimes you find someone has completed and also come to us. Thank you.
Okay. As a mission. Okay. Submit.
Okay, thank you very much, our moderator. I'm called University Stephen. I'm doing a bachelor's in banking and government finance. I'm from Russia.
Right, please continue to speak. Yes, please. It's okay.
My major issue of interest was about the United Nations Youth Ideathon under NASE. The United Nations Youth Ideathon usually supports key sectors and the youth in Uganda. Like we are gaining a lot from that, introduce us to the top management so that we are known and pronounced, and maybe we can also attain. We are having students from agriculture here. They want support. It usually gives support to 1,000, contributes 15%. So creative industry 12%, manufacturing is also 12%, healthcare we are having 11%, urban development and smart cities 8%, tourism 3%, mining 3%, and others 1%. So among those 8 key sectors, we are having students who are offering different courses. Maybe you can link us and get opportunities. Maybe we get connections, we get assistance, we get help, and we see that we pull up and we attain great futures. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks for that submission. I can see more hands. Yes, please don't put them down. I'll go. Okay. Wait.
Okay, yes, my name is Johnson. I'm struggling with the bachelor of science. I'm struggling with the bachelor of science in agriculture at Mmu. And me, when I had of our concerns, Madam Representative from the UN, I wish to forward point and make a voice to a few recurring speakers that here at MMU, we really have vast land. Having this vast land means, as this club, we can be empowered to take on some agricultural production, which agricultural production will be aimed at supporting our nearby refugees. For example, Madam, if we were empowered to produce vegetables here as a club, and at the end of it all, we have these vegetables sold to you as UN or UNHCR and supported and given to these refugees as agriculture. The other issue I'm seeing here, when I look at UN, to children for refugees in the camps, when you go to Chakatu, for example, if people doing education on a contract basis, they can take this one up and we are motivated as MMU. For example, you get a few members, you link them, they go and enjoy, they have jobs. MMU stabilize and stabilize people, linked to master programs through UN. Actually, after here, some of us will masters or doing. We say we have gotten. As MMU students, with research, what about if you say now these all members are going to be supported with some inputs, like for example, laptops, point, so that we do our research, we do it with ease and we say thank you, UN. So mine is actually a submission around that. Possibly, Madam, I would wish if you really pick most of these concerns and you represent them to there, you also add your voice to soften them the more. Thank you very much, Madam.
Okay. Really, Madam, supplement on that. Need to. My concerns are not so much about that, but they're also around me. That it's all about having that employment opportunity. Now, like me, I'm a finalist. Soon I am going to leave this here in the club, but I can be an ambassador once I'm there. I will be like an ambassador from the campus, and first like be one of the kind to be the first maybe from our university, because we haven't gotten like any like witnessing that I'm from Mountains of the Moon and the UN head of me, but since you have come within the good time period, I will be the first. Since I'm just left around 3 weeks, I'll be coming also with my graduation and agriculture, because I'm seeing UN is partly 3% of it is agriculture. So, and when it comes to like PDB, or your university, and because I think I will first hold the beat as the time you're giving in, it should give you an opportunity to express yourself, to get this opportunity. You get it. So once you get the opportunity, utilize it. Before its lifespan is off. Yeah. So me, I would really emphasize people to continue engaging in these chapters. Yeah. Let her come. We need the points to go direct from here through up to where it's supposed to go. Not remaining here. Just to go. So I would request to raise the hands, emphasizing on the point of I don't know that issue has been considered on the table as in our expressions and reactions towards UN chapter. I was really requesting for that opportunity as I could become an ambassador. I remember to join these people as my friends. Yes, another thing is members to clarify. We have all of us have tried to elaborate on the point of job opportunity. So let's try to react, maybe to talk about more about other issues that could also help us as campus, as Mountains of the Moon University. So I'll clearly want that. So next was someone where, okay, yeah, me by here. Submit.
Okay, good evening, everyone. I'm called the Progress Saine, and I've been one of the organizers of this activity. Thank you so much. We have disappointed you, we are sorry. My concern or my biggest point goes to you, Madam. Yes, we are aware it is a new chapter here, but there are a lot of ideas here, by the way, at the moment, but the way of coordination has not been going on well. Had we not had such a hardcore man like Osbert, this activity wouldn't happen. So we would wish you tell the people above you that there are many ideas here and they should go in time where necessary for easy coordination and mobilization. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Aine. Okay, Mr. DNK, tell us.
I salute you, dear colleagues. My name is Salimana Davis DNK. I'm year one, semester one, pursuing the Bachelor of Nursing Science. I will be very brief, but my point is when I refer to SDG number 11, it is talking about sustainable cities and communities. Madam Kado, Mountains of the Moon University is also a community, and we also have some communities around us. So in fact, some members have been saying, for me, I'm referring to this SDG, sustainable cities and communities. So as a community, I would like to submit my request that as members who are committed and who are patriotic to our nation and all other countries on the globe, especially those ones which are united under the United Nations, I would like to request them once we submit maybe the project proposals or what we wish to be doing, you empower us so that Mountains of the Moon University, especially the students fraternity, can like define we can sustain ourselves. Let's say as the young generation, we could not be even like thinking about going and looking for jobs, even after graduation, by just creating jobs. We begin by practicing small by small when we are still here, so that when we are out there, we can do projects for ourselves. And I guess an example can be like agricultural skills, because you know agriculture is the backbone of Uganda, and almost all Ugandans are agriculturists. Another one, we have people who are doing entrepreneurship. They have entrepreneurship skills. We have the guild canteen, and we have so many other facilities where we can put our hands on so that we can sustain ourselves. So once we put those projects on the table, like what my colleagues have been saying, referring to this SDG, you please allow us. Another thing is the impact SDG number 3. It talks about good health and well-being. As students of the Mountains of the Moon University, we are not that level. We still have bad health. As I talk now, we have a clinic, but it is not crazy. As Uganda, you know, we are a member state of the United Nations, but we haven't reached that level of having good health and well-being, especially when we are to the university and maybe you have fallen sick, go to find.
Thanks for the submission, Mr. Truth. We know we are all youth at this university, but at the back of our minds, we know that we come from other communities. We have we have projects, we have circles, we have development programs. My wish would be that if UN or this chapter of MMU could be empowered by funding, we can use this money to promote or enhance our projects. A good example is I myself. I'm in a circle at our home, dealing in fishing activities. We have, apart from tailoring, we have saloon making, and other activities. So if we could be funded, it could not like we don't need a lot of delegates in the community, but you can use this MMU bureaucracy and you empower us. We can also fund these projects. Others we are struggling to get the post of if at all we are funded innovation. So if we could be funded and maybe in a long term we can generate more from that. Thank you.
So, thanks for that. More hands? So, submit.
My major concern is all about we need seminars whereby they support us to go there and share more information with other colleagues. Just like, for instance, in our places where some of us live in camps, refugee camps, need that knowledge, like fight poverty. That means there will be more chances to reduce poverty in our country. When I borrow some of the words from His Excellency, President Yoweri Museveni, during COVID pandemic session, President Yoweri Museveni said that there is need, that why should I give you fish? Instead, I can give you the methodology to obtain the fish. So that's my concern. These seminars, this is so important for we as the now members. So what I think that one can reduce poverty in our communities and societies. Thank you.
Okay. More hands and we get more questions. Yes, Robert.
Thank you, students. My name is Sunday Abbott. I study Bachelor of Banking and Management Finance, year one. My concern is about this chapter. We as new students who are joining, we don't have much information. Right? So we need things that can inform us, minus the phones to Google, or we need handwritten chapters which we can see and we know this is like this and this takes place like this. Here we can get ideas and knowledge and we all know what we are in, minus more things like schools, the agendas, the what, the information about the UN, so that we can get the information.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Abbott. I can see hand bend there.
Number 2, that says below. I want to point to this, that the future millionaires and billionaires of Africa will not be coming from the oil and the gas sector, but they will be coming from the agricultural sector. You see, African countries have put more emphasis on those sectors, the oil, gas, and the rest, leaving agriculture, which is the backbone of our country. So I want to request we have agricultural students will be supported, bring more varieties of crops which are on market, and then promote agriculture. That is when we shall zero harm.
My name is Victor Taru, and I'm doing BIT from my first year. My point was the Madam Park, and I wish you the legal about crop management. To begin with, this now chapter here, it was started by the students. Actually, students themselves, they had no like any person from now coming to lecture how to study, but we got the idea where like, why don't we start? We started almost like 1 year so far. We are moving on. We haven't got from now offices or anywhere, but we as students, we have managed up to now where we are. But like SDJs, we have seen almost all of them. We need like to achieve all of them. We really need to be supported. You know, when you don't have money, you can't run anything. Almost everything you need the capital to put in the resources. For example, if you're to go out to sensitize, still you need some transport to go out to the fields. But so what am I trying to bring on board? And we need to be supported specifically. They should be funded.
I advise this use tonight. 3.
Outgoing Defense and Security Minister Mmu Unau Launch University, outgoing President and the Chief Mobilizer for United Nations of Uganda, Mount Unau University chapter. For me, I have just a few things to tackle. One of them is a request to the students. Personally, I'm a finalist. I'm just remaining with, if too much time, that is 1 week, and I've been the chief mobilizer. We should conduct a formal election of the new members who are going to remain in this association and so that they can take it forward. Those people will be running the activities of the association. I'm not alone. There are even other finalists. So I wish when we leave, we should leave other members who will be working with these people. In addition to that, we who are leaving, most especially our president, Mr. Osbat, I request that as you are leaving, you should not leave the associations behind. We still need your guidance, we still need your knowledge. And we need you, even if you can get time, you can come and visit to monitor and see whether the association or the association you started, whether it is still in existence. Because without knowing the ambitions of the people who make United Nations Association of Uganda shine at MMU. In addition to that, for purposes of developing good cultural vitals, we are supposed to even thank people, the leaders, award them with the certificate so that they can also remember that we were once members of United Nations Associations of Uganda, mountains of the chapter. In addition to that same thing, a mayor certificate may not be enough. Now that's when we go ahead requesting for job opportunities, internship vacancies in some areas where you have the refugee camps. So those are my submissions, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you so much for embracing this chapter, and I wish you the best. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Next is Mr. Victor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rayo. My name is Mutira Richard. I'm in education. Now, mine goes to the top management, the president, and the organizer. Also, Mr. Oscar, this comes to me. You know, we are living in a world of that. This is the point of now, maybe we've not done anything to show that at least we fish for that. I mean this. The university has a big land here. How can we target or get this chance of at least lobbying these funds? Someone there said that you are good at lobbying. My humble request is this. You can go there, you do management at Facebook, at least a small piece of land. We prepare it very well. So that when these people come and they are ready to fund, they find that when you have done something good, oh, you prepare land where you can use the plant and trees. But when these people come and don't have anything to show, you're just empty-handed, you're just like beggars. I like Palio's idea there, who was trying to Kweteka. Madam, I said to people, okay, they are the people who have benefited a lot from this. Uganda or the Central region, when they start opportunity, what do? They prepare so that they can fit in that society. Like it has assumed that people are going to construct a road from Chirimba or to campus. They will go buy land near that one, near that road. So that when the government comes, we find it when they have, at least when they have something to sell to them, they call them mafias. They can easily get that money from the government. But when we just show hands that we want, but you can't deliver something, my brother, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for the submission. I think I will have the second line.
Thank you very much. Our guest, we welcome you. By the name of Mmu Unau Launch,
student of public administration. Some things we fear to give in our ideas because now the world has gone in another thing that only big people giving ideas. Following the example that is taking place right now in the world, we are having a war between Ukraine and Russia. There are very many ideas on the table. If our guest, our dear Madam Carol, was born the right table of the UN, there are very many ideas but because the UN has people who must be giving the ideas, they cannot go down to check what are these people here saying, what are they doing. So I have a request that goes direct to you, Madam, and the board management. That we need what we call an equal representation at that table. We may be a student struggling. The president said that we have ideas. Yes, we have ideas. That's the only weapon that can change this world. We have ideas here, but we don't have a person to support us behind him. You're talking about planting trees, agriculture, what. You will not do anything without having a person who is supporting you from we can change the world. Don't see that we are just in a small thing. Also, Putin was once in a school. We need support from you guys at the UN. We need that support from you.
Okay. Thanks for the submissions and our concerns and reactions. We are very grateful for that because it is really paining us not to be represented there. The issues, job opportunities, the support, the ideas, financial support that we are begging from the UN. So, Madam, could you give us the final word, how it's going to submit in our concerns, and then let us have a word from our president before the Madam concludes.
So, thank you so much. I'll start with Cristiano. I don't know, my comrade and the other gentleman. I started this issue. It was in lockdown, and you know how lockdown behaves. Nobody can finance you unless you are doing something. This event was almost being cancelled because the question was how much do you have in the treasury? People do business. I had nights like a call. They said that we are going to give you refreshments. Madam said she will tell us. I couldn't call a meeting. They said they want to give us refreshment, but I have to first talk to my colleagues before they come in. Can you have an order? You know that we are waiting for that. And we're going to start the time when they're going to give us refreshment. You are found with that. When I started these programs, my primary course was to publish a university and capabilities outside the university. For us to have certificates, I want certificate of my brother to know I'm the founder of the president for now at this university. Nobody have that than me who started it. Okay. But are we in a position? That's my question. Because you have talked about elections. Actually, it's you appointed. I was an appointing officer. You should know can do well. Can you come on board? Because the purpose of increase of manpower to enter the masses, and I'm very, very happy. In a minute, we managed to call our members to come in. They could call in the lockdown. We shall make sure you attend. Don't say you don't have network. Make sure you move for economic network. You don't get this. There is no way how we could submit the worker plan unless the chapter was organized, there was launched. They told me when we wanted to have activities to go to those camps, have debates. But it was illegal. I get my point claims. So what we need as members now, as executive which is in the university, or the outgoing executive, we need to plan it.
hand over and share and give this. But now, how are we going to hand over? We have a draft work plan for the chapter. Our role is to call new members. It's what should we add? And again, they don't support you from zero. I'm assuring you. They don't support you from zero. You must position yourself. Any organization, there is always an entry fee. Especially if you don't just say, I'm a member. You get the point. So it's you to plan for your registration fee based on the executive. Me, I didn't ask anybody pay what. It was none of my business, and I couldn't tell members to come in. But if you know you want internship, you want to get a job from your end, it should say we're going to have a debate. You get brochures for you now. You convince the world. You must have the first class media people. That's why you have my relative and this senior CEO from UTV. To make sure whatever we do, it is published. Then you make a forum. Are you getting the point, seniors? Me, it is a total right when we source, but make sure you come back. I will never come back unless if I'm suffering. You can't assume I'm very. We are focused. My role was to bring an opportunity. You have an opportunity. Yes, I brought an opportunity. You heard words from great women like me. So what do you want me to do for you? Nothing. Okay? So I think I'm trying to answer you. I'm answering you. Develop an idea. In this world, we're dealing with concept note. You must write. My senior was like, if you have but people don't talk in the public. You can't deceive somebody who have ideas. Use your ideas to come up with something. Okay? You heard about the yoga. They could ask for a subscription fee. How much it was meant for? For households. You get the point, sir? So, we must be in a position to make sure we have finances. Okay? By all steps, we must get finances which can help us. If I hear there is a program, because I could go to the embassy, I could go to Kampala, I could go regularly to make sure they understand what we need as human students. If I thought I was broke, okay? You get the point. If I thought she says I have lost the money, no, there is no refund. Okay? Have a well-structured program. Conduct activities. Now you are around. The management is much. They are willing to give rent if you need of rent, but for what purpose? Yesterday, they told us to make sure we have a power plan for that value. If I told you keep quiet, you don't submit that request to the management, because we're going to be like, for what? What are you going to do? Which steps? Because they have their own programs. Your program must be better than theirs. The university has a master plan. Nobody should be sitting around. We have free rent. It is not free. The rent has a plan. You get it? But your brand must be a convincing brand. You cannot say you're going to plant trees in the whole university. Is it a forest? You get it? It's not a forest. You're going to plant trees each and everywhere. Maybe you can plan about nursery beds for trees, but what kind of a species? You say you're going to deal with cactus. For what? You get it? You must have a smart program. In Western, it's you to start activities. She is a media personnel. Media, go in town. If there is one in Ukraine, resist it. You say if there is one in Ukraine, you don't want anybody from Russia or from Ukraine. You get it? And you chase them away. You see people, you say, we don't want unless you settle your issues. The person can understand. Somebody said Putin was once in a school. But how you position yourself, I would like to remind you, our brand is in the other cities. They were in a position to pour back to pour nationalism and patriotism and independence of Africa as a continent. But for us, one spoon feeding, you are still young. Go for physical fitness, both physical and mental. Start on media. What we need as young people. Not every day going for allowances. Position yourselves. Be equipped. When you saw where it is clear, go out. Nobody's going to force you. You get. But let us position ourselves. What I will do, I will make sure we have a smart new leadership for you now. Okay? That's my contribution. Another contribution is to make sure the worker is submitted and to make sure once it is submitted, I can come when there is a serious need. If you want to do, when you want to do your internship, consult me, I take you where it is necessary as long as you're equipped. Because all of us will deserve certificates of merits to present them in the near future, not today, because my certificate won't be needed tomorrow, but we are working for a future. In the near future, what they go to the public, I think, and we must be in a position for that time. So do you? So, nothing much I can say. Madam, everybody's waiting for you. You talked about the package. Tell the students the package you have and it was meant for what? You get the point. From here, everybody can leave the house when satisfied about what you are supposed to do. I think there is a point also somewhere there. So I'm planning to sit tomorrow, have the data to involve students, how to business certain, how to deal with online businesses, of which I'm a president for that society. But you may not be aware because I want to engage members like people to be there. Okay, that's my work. For the past since 2018, we have been struggling to make sure we have this program at the university, to have that certificate. Then be competitive in the world. I don't need to tell you that because I was meant to give an aid support. That's my work. If you do manyanga, shauri yako. That's for problems for women.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. President. So the points were but let's hear from our madam. The final conclusion, because we came here to take in our issues, but not to contradict, right? But we came in to raise our issues to our masters, who could give us a helping hand, but they should also find you some way. That's why we are at university here, and each person is doing a course, right? And that's why we're trying to raise our voices, because we all have issues that are paining us. That someone needs to raise. So, I will not talk much, but let Madam conclude for us everything she has about for us and what she think.
All right, like I had already told you, actually, all your submissions are already delivered. Whatever each of you submitted, that is the reason why I'm here. And again, when they informed the Secretariat about this gathering, the fact that it was the first time. So there is not so much funding, of course, you will expect, because they need to first know exactly what are you people up to, what do you plan to do, and everything. You will get so many engagements from the Secretariat as well. So for only this, for only today, they managed to provide refreshments for you for this particular sitting, and I was given, actually I was instructed to deliver 100,000 for the refreshments that I will give to, I hand this one to the president. Yeah. So for purposes of clarity, it is 100,000 for your refreshments. Whatever balance is there, it goes to your treasury as an association or a chapter. So, with that, I beg to end my interaction with you, and I wish you all the best. And we will be very glad to hear from you very soon. We're waiting for the proposals and everything that you will have in writing that will come up there for whatever activities that we'll have going through. Have a blessed evening.
Okay. Hopefully, members, some issues have already been settled already, so we can wait for the feedback. You know, communication has different parts from where it is being fed into a system, is taken, decoded, and after also get feedback, right? Hopefully, the madam maybe can maybe clarify to us maybe any context, our month, week,